Okay, so we are recording now. The next thing I want to, for now on, make all our team calls Tuesday at 9 p.m. just because I know a lot of people do work nights. Also, Monday night is hard for me now because Brock loves football and he can't really watch Hayden for me on Monday night. So if we can do Tuesdays at 9 p.m., that'd be best. If someone can't make a 9 p.m. one, then we can always set up a one-on-one call if you want to do that as well. Also, one-on-one calls, if you guys ever want to do one, just message me, and I'm more than willing to set one up with you guys and find a time that works for both of us. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about real quick, and I just want to apologize. Like I said, I was on vacation, so I wasn't completely active in our team page. And I know that I shouldn't make that excuse, so I'm sorry, and I really do want to apologize for it. We had a crazy vacation. A 14-hour drive with a baby ends up being like a 20-hour drive. But anyways, enough with that. I want to congratulate everyone that has hit at least one Success Club point in the month of September. You guys are doing awesome. Another thing too, I think most of you guys are newer. I see all your posts and I always check in on a lot of people posting, and I love all your posts that you guys are doing. A lot of you guys are providing value, which is so important to this business. So great job with all of that. So tonight, I think this is really important, and I mean, some of the information might be a little repetitive, but that's okay because I have to hear something 3 times before I actually implement it. So if some of you guys are like me, I hope this does help if you hear it once or twice again. So time management, consistency, and your power hour, I think all relate. And all go hand in hand, and it's really important that you're doing all 3 things every single day, because this is what's going to drive your business. So for time management, what you want to do, and I did post the calendar already in these files in the team page, but even though if you're utilizing the team calendar, I want you guys to plan your own month too, not for posting, just in general, your own month. What your goals are going to be, when it's best time to post for you throughout the day, your Success Club goal, your rank goal, how many people you want to help that month, or something as simple as creating a like page and starting to get people to that. Create a month that you can see in front of you every single day, so you're aware of it. Then plan out your week. I did not do this in the beginning, and I wish I did, because I would tell myself, I'm going to do this. In your head, you can tell yourself a million things throughout the day, right? But if you have it written down in front of you and you look at your calendar every single day, you're going to see it, and you're gonna do it. So be consistent with that. Plan out your month, your week, and then I'll get to planning out your day in a second. Hold on, let me see what else I want to make sure I hit every point for you guys, because this call is really important, and how it's going to help your business. Okay, another thing. I want you guys to get a chalkboard or a cork board or a dry erase board, and I want you to have your monthly goals in front of you. And like I just said, your Success Club, how many people you want to help, challengers. I went a little crazy because we have a spare bedroom. So I'm going to show you guys what I did. So everything's in front of me. I have to redo things. And you guys already saw what I did because of the, what's it called? The training. But I have this whole wall that's black behind me is a chalkboard. So you probably can't see some of my things because it's dark in here, but I have my goals, my monthly goals right here, and I try to update it. and write different goals. So that's one thing I have in front of me every single day so I can see it, and I'm reminded by it. The next thing that I have, and it sounds silly, but it really has helped me because I can see it every single day. This doesn't really have to relate to time management. I'm just showing you guys because everyone should have one. It's kind of like a dream board, your goals, what you want to achieve. I have pictures. I have different sayings on there just so I see it every day. I know what I want to work towards. For example, on here I have I'll be an elite coach by December. I'll pay off all my student loans by April 2016. I'll build my dream house at age 27. I'll be top 10 in 2017. I want to buy a boat summer of 2016. So the point of that is you want to, when you sit down every single day, you want to be excited what you're doing. You want to know that, you know, before your power hour, you want to get excited so you know what goals you're trying to reach. Sometimes it can get discouraging in the beginning, or if you have a bad month, a bad week, because you feel like you're putting all this work in and you're not getting rewarded yet. And I know exactly how you feel because that's how I felt in the beginning too. You're talking to people, you're forming people, you're inviting people, you're getting a lot of no's, and you're posting a lot, and you feel like I'm not getting anywhere. But if any of you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call this week, they basically talked about how you're planting the seed, you're nourishing it, you're watering it, you know, you're fertilizing it, and then you have to sit back and watch it grow. So that's really the basis of this business, is throughout, you know, time and consistency and nourishing your business and working on it every single day, it's going to eventually turn into a luscious garden. I just really like that example this week because it really is what we do. And sometimes it does get discouraging, especially when you're putting in a lot of work. But I promise you, if you're consistent every single day, and you are in this for the long haul, so a year, 2 years, you will rake in the benefits of this business. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about before I get in depth with everything is this is, again, on the National Wake Up Call, if you guys didn't listen to it. At the end, they talk about how some people think this business, putting in hard work for 2 years, seems like a lot, and it seems like way too much time. But if you think about it, if you put in 2 years of really hard work, consistent every single day, doing your power every single day, you can potentially make way over 6 figures, and you can go into the Millionaires Club. And I'm not just saying that to say it, because a lot of people will fail in this business because if they get a lot of no's, or if they aren't consistent, they will fail. They'll let themselves fail. During hard times, they'll give up on themselves. And if you think about 2 years of your life you're dedicating to this, versus some people working their butts off for 40 years with they're unfulfilled in their life. They're, may or may not be healthy, depending if they're stressed in their business, they're working towards somebody else's goals. And really, this day and age, you can get fired right now at any time in corporate America. And my story proves that point. You can be a hard worker, you can work your way up the ladder, and they can fire you without any explanation. You could work your butt off for 20 years and they can. So the whole point of that is 2 years working your life, working hard at this business is nothing compared to, if you don't, I guess the if part, if you don't do that. So I always say, when I have my bad days or my bad months or weeks, whatever it is, I always step back and think, okay, yes, I could easily say I'm done, I'm giving up, but I'm always going to have that what if in the back of my head. Like, what if I tried harder? What if I, pushed through another month? What if I pushed, really? Because this business, if you break it down, is simple. It's just time and consistency. And that's really what it is. And it's kind of prioritizing your goals and putting the action in. So now let's get into more of the actual call. I just want to kind of explain that to you guys. If you guys didn't listen to the National Wake Up Call, I suggest you do, or go back to any of the other wake up calls because they have helped me a lot. For newer coaches, if you don't already know, I've posted a couple times, or it should be in your welcome email, but you go to your podcast app on Android or your iPhone, search Team Beachbody, and all the National Wake Up Calls will be on there. So you can listen to the recordings. I would fast forward the first 10 minutes of each one because it's just recognition unless you want to listen in. But then they do a coach that has been successful in this business. And if you listen, a lot of the coaches have only been in this business 2 to 4 years and are really, really, really successful. And they're no different than you or me. They're just been in the business longer, and instead of dwelling on, I guess, their failures or their mistakes, they turn their failures and mistakes into how it was going to drive them and help them in this business. So that's kind of what, you got to put in the back of your head. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to get no's. It's the people that will succeed in this business are the people that have that positive mindset and turn their failure into something positive. So for instance, if I get a no, I try to reach out to 3 more people. If I have time. In the beginning, dwelled on it. I'm like, oh my God, everyone keeps saying no to me. But really, it's a numbers game. So you can invite 10 people, and out of those 10 people, you should get 1 yes and 9 no's. Just so you guys know. Okay, so time management is really important in this business. So that's the first thing that I kind of touched on. This business is to give you financial freedom and balance in your life, and to be able to go on vacation and not have to really worry and not have to work a full-time job. You should be able to do this in part-time hours. So, in the beginning, yes, you're probably going to have to put in a little extra work, but you got to remember time management and balance of your whole life. So that's why you do want to plan everything out, even if it does take an extra hour or 2 on a Sunday, or if you want to plan on a Saturday. It's really, really important, and that's what's going to keep you on track is, planning everything out. Okay. Another thing is some people I think use and some people don't is the BAT tracker. So your business activity tracker, and it's in the file section on our team page. It's also on the Team Beachbody website. And that tracker is just to kind of keep you on pace, keep you on track, kind of touch everything you want to touch every single day. Now, going into your power hour. Everybody's power hour is going to be slightly different. And when you start, growing your team, your power hour is going to change. But this is kind of, I think I shared with you guys a little bit before, but this is what I do. So the first thing I do, this goes along with planning. I make a to-do list for every single day. So when I wake up, or when, Hayden, my daughter, takes a nap, I do a to-do list. And this is the most important things I want to do for that day. The next thing I do is I start doing forming. So you want to set a goal for yourself. So you want to say, I'm going to form 5 people each day. When you send out a message and somebody doesn't answer you, that is completely fine. Then send out I'm not saying send out 5 messages and no one responds to those. If you have time, try to form other people then. Don't dwell on the fact that 5 people didn't answer. Go on to the next people. They might have events going on in their life. They might not have seen it. I have a lot of people tell me that they don't have the Messenger app a month after I message them. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I completely forgot about them because I messaged them a month ago. But some people don't have that app if you message them on Facebook. They might have to actually go on the computer. So keep that in mind as well. The next thing, I make a non-negotiable. Make sure your power hour is a non-negotiable thing. You want to be doing this every single day. I like to plan out my posts for the day. And I'm going to let you guys all know I have not posted the past 2 days, and that's the first time I haven't posted since November, just because after vacation, everything got crazy, and I'm not trying to make an excuse. That's my fault. So don't do what I did. I'm calling myself out. But I like to plan out and create my posts for that day. I know a lot of you guys do work full time. Some of you guys have kids. It's called Hootsuite.com. If you don't have time throughout your day, you can actually plan out your posts, and then you can schedule it for that time if it's easier for you to do that. So it's really important that you do plan out your posts and you're thinking of how this is going to provide value to people, how you're going to connect to people that you want to attract to you. So then after I, plan out what I'm going to talk about that day, I make my first post. If say your power hour is at nighttime, maybe try to bring, this is just what I do. You guys can completely change it around how you guys want to do it, what fits into your lifestyle. I'm giving you a guideline of what I do. Or you guys, if don't have time in the mornings to do this, then and you do it at night, then plan what you're going to do for the next day. So that way you're not like me after vacation. No, I'm kidding. That just keeps you on track, and you know that you are reaching your audience every single day. The next thing I like to do is expand my network, and this is something you guys must do every single day, is expand your network. So I try to reach 5 people or request 5 new people on Facebook every day that I think I can connect with. Now remember, if you request too many people on Facebook, you can go into Facebook jail if you have too many friend requests out that aren't accepted. So what I like to do is I write the people down. If they don't accept my friend request within 2 days, I undo the friend request. So that way I can just request more. If they're not on Facebook in 2 days, you can always try to go back to them a different time, but you don't want to get into Facebook jail. The next thing I do is I try to form 10 people on Instagram every single day to try to convert them over. If we connect, on Instagram, then I can convert them into Facebook. Twitter, I just started doing, so I reach out to 10 people on Twitter. And you might think only 5 or 10 people every day, but you do 10 people every single day for Instagram, Twitter, 5 for Facebook. It really adds up at the end of the week if you think about it. You want those new eyes that look at your your posts every single day, right? You want to expand, and you don't know, you could touch someone's life that you didn't know. You could, I guess how to put this. For example, you can come into someone's life at the perfect time. Chelsea did not know me at all. We weren't friends on Facebook. I didn't know her. I randomly got a message in my inbox, and she came in the perfect time because it just so happened that I was 6 weeks postpartum. I was depressed about going back to work because I wanted to stay home with my daughter, and I needed to work out because I gained so much weight after having a baby, and I'm only 5 foot. And I went from being 110 pounds to 160. So I was very unhealthy during my pregnancy. So I needed Chelsea. But the point is that you don't know what's going on in someone else's life. So never write anybody off. Always talk to people. If they say no to you, I always say this, no does not mean no for good. It could just mean not right now. It's not a good time. They don't know you as well. They don't understand the business yet, or they don't understand the program yet, or you never know. They might have had a bad experience with Beachbody, or they didn't have a coach that helped them. I have a lot of people that had a Beachbody coach before, or they got a program with another coach and their coach either didn't help them or didn't work the business. So just build their trust. I know, I think it was one National Wake Up call I listened to a couple weeks back, and the girl said she literally told the Beachbody coach 15 times no. It took her a whole year to say yes, and now she makes 6 figures in this business. within 2 years. So just remember, don't take no to heart. Give people value no matter what, and don't write them off. So that's expanding your network. Make sure you're doing it every single day. And following up with people is what I do every single day. What I mean by following up, Teresa has a good way to follow up. She sends out recipe, like little recipe, right? Okay, so a recipe in their inbox, just providing them with value. She doesn't have to say, you know, are you signing up with me or whatever. She's providing them value. So in the back of their minds, they know that Teresa is just trying to help them, right? The whole point of this business is we're helping people, we're sharing, we're giving value to people so that they have trust in us. And I think sometimes the best, okay, sorry, let me rephrase. I think the best coaches are the ones that want to help people. They aren't so focused on making a lot of money. They're solely focused on helping people. And when you give value and help people, I think, I'm superstitious, that basically all of that is karma. So good karma. And I think that over time, when you're being consistent in this business, you're giving value, you're helping people, you're being a genuine person, like a real person, you will rake in the benefits. I understand we're all in this to make money and to make a living and to have a life that we want to live by design. But just remember the sole purpose is to help people. So when you're following up with people, make sure you're being a real person. I'm not saying don't ask closing questions and don't try to convert them, because a lot of times you have to walk people through the process of closing. If you walk someone through the process of closing and not asking them to join you, but kind of saying, okay, so this is the next step. We can do a whole team call on this actually, so I'm not going to go into much detail. But basically, when you're talking and you're forming, inviting, everything, you don't want to come out, okay, so are you ready to sign up yet? Because a lot of times that's an easy way for people just to say no. But I will make a whole video or do a team call about closing people. So another thing I used to do in my power hour was my personal development, and I decided I was not going to do that in my power hour anymore. I now do that at night before bed, or well, actually I do it at night before bed and in the morning, just so I have a fresh mind in the morning. But I only do 10 minutes in the morning, and at night I just read until I get tired. Another thing that I used to do that I'm probably going to start doing again is on my monthly calendar, like my personal monthly calendar, I write my weaknesses. So each week I pick a topic. So say, for example, closing people is a weakness of yours. You put that for the first week of, what's month? I don't even know the month, September. The first week of October, you're going to focus every single night for only 10 minutes a night for those 7 days, how to close people. You can use the Team Beachbody website. You can use, there's closing question documents. Ask your sponsor. You can ask me if I'm not your sponsor. You can Google YouTube videos. If some of you guys don't know who the top coaches are in this business, just ask me and I will list them for you. You can look at their YouTube videos. The whole point is, for that week, you want to try to gather information to help you be a better coach, to build your business. And, just spending a few minutes each day on that will really help you over time. Or say it's something you really struggle with and you want to spend 2 weeks at night doing that. Instead of, when people say they don't have time, if you are watching TV, if you're catching yourself scrolling through Facebook, if you're doing something that I guess isn't helping your business and you're saying you don't have time, kind of readjust your schedule. That's how you're going to become a better coach and more successful in this business. So that's kind of what I do. Let me see, what else did I want to talk to you guys about. that's kind of it for my power hour. And like I said, make it a non-negotiable in your business. And now the next thing is consistency. So everything kind of ties in together, like I mentioned before. So time management, your power hour, you need to be consistent with. And you're going to hear everyone say that over and over to you. But doing your 3 vital behaviors every single day is your building blocks to succeed. You need to be proof the product works. So if you aren't working out, if you're not drinking Shakeology, if you're not actually eating healthy and you're telling people this, you're probably not going to get too far in this business. I mean, I know sometimes we miss days, and that is completely fine. But why don't you share that then with people so people know that you're a real person? None of us are going to be perfect, so, share that. Because if you constantly share, oh, I worked out at 5 a.m. and I did my business perfectly, and it's not, we're humans, we're not always perfect. We try to do everything that, we can, but sometimes we have bad days or bad weeks, right? Just try to have a positive mindset and share things. Share you. Just be a real person. Just don't share negative things. So with consistency, track what you're doing. Like I said, say that, you have a really good month, and then you look back at your tracker or like write what you're doing down. You can see what you did that month compared to what you did from another month. Sometimes you might have to work harder than another person. Don't compare yourself to somebody else's success. So say, you aren't seeing the results you want. So instead of only reaching out to 10 people on Instagram a day and you have extra time that day, reach out to 20. Don't just stop just because, you don't limit yourself, I guess what I'm trying to say. If you do your power hour and all of a sudden you have some extra 30 minutes, then spend 30 minutes working your business. In the beginning, it's kind of your own, what's the word I'm trying to say? I'm sorry. We only have 10 minutes. I guess for the people that put in the extra time, they're going to be more successful in the beginning. I don't really know how to phrase what I'm trying to say, but so for example, now my mom watches Hayden Monday and Tuesdays for me. So instead of having a power hour, I have like a power 5 hours Monday and Tuesday. For those of you guys are full time and you can't do that, why don't you try to wake up extra early on a Saturday or Sunday? Like I said, if it's only 1 or 2 years you have to put in extra work or stay up later, it is worth it. Sometimes I do stay up later. I'm creating a website right now for my business, and I'm starting like blog posts so I can expand my network using Pinterest, my blog posts into my website. But that's obviously something that takes time, and over time you will be able to do different things and work different things into your business. But focus right now on the 3 vital behaviors, your own power hour, and the things that you need to work on. Another thing is I did in the beginning, I would write down everything I should be doing in my whole monthly thing, and then I would do it really well for the first week, and then I would slack off the rest of the month in the beginning. That's what I did. So try your best to be consistent. And I'm probably going to say it a million times, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it's true. There's no secret sauce to being successful in this business. It's kind of just a compound effect. If you guys haven't read it yet, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I'll make sure you guys are all reading it. But that book really, got me thinking about how I was running my business and completely changed how I ran my business and what I did in my whole life and in my life in general. So be consistent. I think that is it that I have for you guys. but I will unmute every single person. Okay. Does anybody have questions or want me to go in depth with something? Anything? Doesn't have to relate to the call if it's a specific question. Oh, for those of you guys that do live in New York, who is planning on coming to the coach hangout on Sunday? Or
what are you doing?
So, did you come to the other one? No. Okay, so I don't think I can have it at my house now because Rocky is renovating our living room starting tomorrow. But I want us all to get together basically for 2 hours. Chelsea is going to come. If people need help inviting, closing, looking at, things that you guys talked about to other people, Chelsea and I are just going to help everybody with anything they need help with. So sometimes I like working with Chelsea because then, she could say one thing, like, you're doing this wrong, so I can fix it. Just kind of like little things, but do that. Just kind of hang out, chat. We can either get coffee or go to lunch. So it's up to you guys. I want to do painting with a twist, but I didn't have enough people to answer me right away. So we can do that.
What time?
A different time.
What time Sunday?
I had it on at 11, but it kind of depends what's best for everybody.
Okay. I think I work at noon, unfortunately, but let me know what time and if I can come.
Okay. We can always do like a coffee thing too. Does anybody else live in New York or no?
I don't get out till 4.
4 on Sunday? Those of you guys that aren't in New York, when you build your team, you're going to have your own coach hangouts.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking to.
And it really is important to, especially, I think the next Super Saturday, if you guys don't know what Super Saturday, I think you guys all know what Super Saturday is. But if you guys don't, it's a big event in your area, and you guys all work out together and then kind of do like they do a motivational speech. And it's just fun to hang out with your team. If you guys are in a different area, just go and do it, even if you have to do it by yourself. It is, I think, it's rewarding. If you don't have one in your area, you can always start one yourself. But there should be one in every area. And I think ours is in Buffalo. Yeah, ours is in Buffalo. But we can technically start ours in Rochester if we wanted to start it. You have to just go through like a little training thing. But we have 3.5 minutes left. So does anybody have any other questions? No?
No.
Okay. So my upline sponsor always does this, Chelsea. If you guys haven't been on our team calls, join her on Wednesdays at 8. But she always says, or she always sends a gift to one person for joining the team calls. So if you guys all want to type in a number 1 through, I'm going to just do 50 because I don't know why she goes 1 through 100. But 1 through 50, in the chat box, it's down below. I'm going to send one person a little present for getting on the team call. For the person that's on the phone, there's only one of you. So what number do you want me to type in for you? Hello? Whose number is 507?
I don't know.
Unless they're muted. Okay, well, everybody type in the chat box the number 1 through 50.
I'm actually on my phone. I don't think I can.
Oh, you're on your phone?
You're the one
Yeah.
that's on the phone.
No, there's another person on their phone too.
Just kidding. Okay,
Um,
Bianca, what number do you want?
37.
37?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll type it for you.
Thank you.
okay, who's on the phone? That's 585-507-8979. Can they not hear? Are you muted?
Oh, that's my friend Katie. Hang on.
Oh, does she want it?
Hang on. Let's see if she get a text.
She might be muted or muting herself.
I just texted her. We'll see if she gets it.
Okay, we'll wait like 2 more seconds. So we have less than a minute.
I think I did more for my mental health than all these years of therapy combined. I know what I want now. Trevor, he's on to me. It's fuzzy. But I want.
Okay, she's not answering me.
Okay, the number is, let me see, 26. So who is, shoot, I can't see the chat box. Who's closest to 26?
Let's see. Joanna was 30. Nikki was
Joanna?
38. I picked 7, and Bianca said 37.
Okay, so Joanna, I will send you a gift. Just message me. Message me in the inbox your address.
Okay.
All right, guys. I will talk to you guys next week. And remember.